Hi there, I hope you are well. Today, I want us to talk about people pleasing and the sneaky ways where I have been a people pleaser. I think most of us have suffered with this because naturally we want to be loved, we want to belong into a community, and because of those things, I have found myself making decisions based on the people that I was around at that time. And for me, I have always been very aware of the way I do things because I don't know if it's because I'm an introvert, but I love just doing the self introspection, English, and just checking in with myself. Why am I doing that? What have I done? And also because I love journaling. And I remember when I started noticing that I'm people pleaser, it was with my family. When my family members or when my mom wants money, and even if I don't have that money, I would go out of my way to help her. So even if I have zero bank balance in my account, I would ask my friends to borrow me money, and then I'll take that money and give it to my mom, and then I'd be the one who's responsible for that debt. And I think for most of us as black kids with black text, we are used to doing that because we feel like our parents have been there for us in difficult times and we want to give back to them. And sometimes, unfortunately, we want to give them back something that we don't even have. Okay. So I was able to stand up for myself one day and be like, Mom, I can't do this. You know, I love helping you. You know that when I have money, I'm going to help you. But when I don't have it, I also can't do anything about that. I can't go borrow money from someone to give it to you. You also have to go to your friends or to go to other people that can help you with this. But I can't always be the one who's assisting you with this. And I saw a video that really changed my whole perspective one day on TikTok that says that if you're always bailing people out, it means that you're trying to be God to them. And for me, I don't want to elevate my ego that much. I don't want to always help people just because I feel like I can, because that is taking away from them the responsibility to go and fend for themselves. I think, especially if someone's an adult, they need to go and find ways for themselves. Because what I had noticed was that with me, I would always go out of my way to help people around me, and then when it was my turn to get help, no one would show up for me, and I'd have to go out and find where am I gonna get assistance for whatever that I am in currently struggling with. And that is where I noticed that being a nice person sometimes it does not pay. In fact, it invites people to take advantage of you. I was so obsessed with being seen as the nice person, and I'm not gonna lie, when I changed and allowed myself to be a villain in other people's lives, it was really uncomfortable. Like, I'd feel bad. I would question myself and think, did I do the right thing? Was I too harsh? And I have noticed that with the people that I love, it never broke our relationship. In fact, it made it stronger, and they understood when I couldn't help. So it's very important that you allow yourself to say no. And at first, when you're not used to saying no, it's going to be uncomfortable. And when I started saying no to people, I remember I used to have many reasons. So I'd be like, no, I can't do this because of A, B, C, D. You need to understand that no is a complete sentence. You don't need to justify your reasons. If you can't do something, or if you don't want to do something, just say no, thank you, or no, I can't, and that's it. Or just say no, and then it ends right there. And you'll notice that people who were only in your life to use you are going to disappear, or they're going to quickly fade out because you are no longer useless to them. So just know that you need to pour into yourself first until your cup overflows. This is also something that I've learned recently, that you are not pouring to other people from your full cup, but you are pouring from an overflow. if your cup is not overflowing, you still have nothing to give out. You can only give out from an overflow. And if you are pouring from your full cup, it means that you will maybe now go you'll now get empty, or you'll be halfway. But when you are giving from an overflow, then it means that you are doing it from a grace, from gratitude, and you love what you're doing. But if you're pouring from something that you don't have, it means that deep down you also have expectations. Because for me, I remember I used to be really angry and upset if I help someone. I go out of my way to borrow money for them, and then when I need the money and I ask them to do something for me, even if it's not just money, like, but if I want them to do something for me and they don't want to go out of their way to help me, I'd feel really resentful, really angry, really bitter. So that is what happens when you are giving from something that you do not have. Okay. And then I remember another subtle way that I used to be a people pleaser was really small, and I wouldn't really notice back then. But like, if I'm driving my car, right, and I remember these girls that I used to drive with to work. So from my way to where they stayed was a bit out of place to my work, but because I worked with them, I used to drive and change the route to go inside and fetch them and then drop them at the office. And there were times where it would be a struggle for them to give me back my money, right? And I'd have to wait. Maybe someone would make excuses that I don't have money right now, but I was the one who was going out of my way to go and fetch them. And then when it was time for them to pay back, they wouldn't pay. And I would always make excuses for people. When someone is being disrespectful, when someone is being mean, I'd always think maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're having a hard time. Maybe they really need this money. Like, I'd always make excuses for people. And I think I have not been. I have not recovered fully from that. Every time someone does something bad, I always default to thinking maybe there's something beyond that. And I think that is a good trait, but there has to be a point where you stop yourself and you're like, no, but I have to put myself first. I have to also understand that I'm also going through something. I have to understand that my problems also matter. Okay. And then another sneaky way that I was a people pleaser was if I'm driving my car and then I'm with my friends. Actually, I think I still am when it comes to this one. If I'm with my friends, I'd always think, I wonder what kind of music do they like, or just play maybe a playlist that is trending at that moment. Because for me, I've always been sort of embarrassed, if that is the word, not embarrassed, but like I would always shy away from expressing myself in terms of the music that I like. And I remember in high school, no, university, there's this lady who came to my room because I used to play music really loud. I used to like rock music and pop. And then she came to my house and then she asked, she was like, I wanted to see who stays here because your taste of music is weird. And from then, I feel like I've always been conscious of the music that I play, and I always like try to cover it. So if I'm like with my friends and we're driving somewhere in my car, I would play music that I feel like is going to be liked by everyone in the car. And I remember this other time I was playing gospel music, Travis Green, and then I was with my friend. So the song came in, and I quickly changed it. Then my friend was like, "No, why are you changing it? I love that song." And then I played the song. It was my favorite song, and then I was comfortable to play it and enjoy it. And I thought to myself, why did I want to change it anyway? Because I didn't think that she liked gospel. But the minute you become yourself, the minute you become authentic, you will find your tribe. But the minute you become yourself, you'll see that people actually like the things that you like. Or even if they don't like it, they won't bully you for what you like, but instead you might end up converting them, like people who didn't like gospel before, to end up liking it just because you love it, or just because it reminds them of you. So it's very important to learn to be authentic, to learn to ask yourself, what do I feel like? And to understand that just because you like something does not mean that it will push people away. It will only push away people that are not meant to be in your life. So to stop being a people pleaser, it's important to say no. It's important to check in with your needs first. It's important to be authentic. And honestly, when it comes to being a people pleaser, I was not really so hard on myself because I feel like my family when I was young was a bit chaotic. So being a people pleaser was also a form of surviving, because when you are in a chaotic home, you need to understand that, okay, I don't want to upset this parent, so I have to do what they need me to do so that at least there's peace at home. So it's very important to understand and to be kind and compassionate towards yourself if you are a people pleaser, and know that it does not mean that you are a bad person. It probably means that you want love, it means that you want acceptance, it means that maybe you have fears or you want people to like you. But before you require other people to like you, it's very important that you love yourself. It's very important that you like yourself. How do you do that? You do that by taking care of yourself, checking in with yourself, sitting with yourself, doing things that are important for you, things that are going to build you up, like taking care of your body, eating food that supports and nourishes your body, taking time to pray, to meditate, to worship, to connect with God, taking time to drink loads of water, taking time to do things that you love, whatever it is that you love, whether it is dancing, whether it is creating content, whether it is um anything that is creative that you love. Just take time to do that for yourself, so that when people love you or when people like you are not entirely dependent on them, but that is an addition, because already you have grounded yourself. Remind yourself that you are safe by doing affirmations, doing meditations, doing breath works. Make sure that your core needs are always met. There's a video that I have posted recently about what to do if you are someone who loves words, someone who loves acts of service as a love language. If that is your love language, take time to book yourself for a spa, to do your nails, to do your hair, because that way people will pour into you even though you are paying them. If you know that you love words of affirmations, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am proud of myself. Or address yourself as someone else. Say, I love you. I am proud of you. I like you. I honor you. I love taking care of you. And then, if you are someone who loves quality time, take time to be on your own, whether you are meditating, you are journaling, or sometimes you can just spend time with yourself and maybe watch a movie. Be okay with being on your own. And then that way, when people come and go into your life, you know that you are not left empty and people are just adding into your life. They're not um, your everything, right? And then I think if you are a people pleaser, it's very important to know that you are not alone and that you can change from that. And you need to understand and teach yourself that you are worthy of being loved without having to shift yourself, without having to please other people. Know that you are valuable the way you are. You are unique for a reason. And I think the more you are able to be authentically yourself, the more you'll give people around you the permission to do the same. Think about it. When someone around you is authentic, even if you feel like they're weird, they also allow you to be weird as well. And then you think, wow, being weird is cool. I'm not alone. If someone is honest, they also give you the permission to be honest. So learn to be honest with yourself, be honest with the people around you, and bit by bit, you will let go of the need to please others and let go of the ego. Don't think that you are the smart one. Don't think that you're the one who can solve everyone's problems. Allow people to deal with their problems, allow people to sort out their issues, and allow people to go and ask God to help them with things that they're struggling with. Don't always be that person who's bailing people out, because you will run yourself empty, you will build resentment, anger, and just bad vibes. Okay. I hope this helps. Let me know on the comment section if you have been a people pleaser and how did you change from that. We are a community here that does not judge. We love each other and we grow together. Have a day as beautiful as you are. I love you so much. Until next time. Bye.